Good afternoon, everyone. For today's craft, I'll be showing you how to do some fall origami, so let's get to it. Okay, so for our first origami, I'm going to show you how to make these very autumny pumpkins. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is a square piece of paper. Now, if you don't have one of the sort of pre-cut ones in our craft bag, that is no problem. Use any paper, construction paper, printer paper, tissue paper, and just measure it down to the size you want. Just make sure it's even on all sides. And for the first fold, what you're going to do is just match corner to corner, sort of going on the diagonal, like so. So basically, you're making a triangle. Open that up, and then you're going to repeat it on the opposite corners. Another triangle. So at the end of that, you should have a fold of an X going across. Alright, so I'm going to flip it over. The other side, I'm going to do a fold right in half, so making a rectangle shape out of your square, going from the top to the bottom, opening it up again, and then folding it like a book page. Going to go vertically. Doing that nice crease. So at the end, you should have a fold that resembles a bit of an asterisk. The vertical, horizontal, and the X going along. Now if you hold the paper this way, you'll see that there's a bit of a diamond shape. So you want it kind of almost on a diagonal. And you're going to sort of match where that diamond shape is. So push those in, so the side flat ones in. So yeah, the diamond and the diamond, I'm going to push that one inward as well. Just giving that a quick little refold just to crease it up a little bit more. So you now have this diamond shape, an open flap on the bottom. So once again, you're basically just pushing those two sort of diamonds in the middle where that fold is and closing it to make this one here. Once you have that, with the open side towards the bottom, you're going to take this middle flap, then open it up, and then you're going to fold it almost like a kite. So you're going to take this corner and fold it so that this flat edge is right along that fold line, like so. And then you're going to do the same to that new corner that you made there. So it's along that fold line as well. So basically you just made a sort of half kite shape. So once you have that shape going for you, you're going to fold it over, like so. And you're going to then work on that other flap there. And you're going to repeat that same pattern, but instead of doing it from that side, you're actually going to open it up and do it from this side. So just take that corner, put that edge right along that fold line, like so. Do it for the top part as well. So it looks something like that. I'm going to open it up. So you now basically have this three-dimensional diamond sitting in the middle because we have that fold there and that fold there. Once you have that, you're going to flip it to the back so that the three-dimensional diamond that you made is now resting on your table. And all you're going to do now is just round off the shape so it looks more like a pumpkin. Start with these three sides, and I'll show you something special to do for the top. So basically, you're just going to take a corner of the bottom and just fold it upwards. Take a corner on the side, fold it inwards, do the same on that corner. Now for that top one, you basically want to make a faux stem. So you're going to fold it down. Then you're going to fold just a little piece of the tip up. So you have that fold down and then fold the tip up so it's a little piece is peeking through the background. So it looks like a stem, and there is your pumpkin shape. Now with the construction paper, if you're using thicker paper in general, what you can do to sort of hold all that down is just take your Scotch tape and tape your corners down. Sometimes tissue paper and thinner paper holds a bit better to the fold. With thicker paper, you might just need a little bit of Scotch tape just to help you out. I'm going to put just a little piece just to hold that stem down. And there you go, your perfectly fall pumpkin. Good. Keep going in all different sizes, make yourself a little pumpkin patch if you like. Alright, so that was our first fall origami. Stay tuned as I am going to now show you how to make a autumn leaf. Alright, so to do your leaf, once again you're just going to take a square piece of paper. You just measure out a square on a piece of paper if you don't have the pre-cut ones like that are in our craft bags. And basically you just want to make sure being a square it's even on all sides, but you can always trim it. So this first step, what you're going to do is, once again on the diagonal, get the corner, meet it, basically making a big triangle, and if there's a little bit of overlap like there, you just trim it. Now it doesn't have to be completely perfect, but you just want it to be as even as possible. Once you have that fold line in the middle, you're going to take your top corner and fold it down so that point is right along that fold. And then you're going to do the same for this. Alright, once those corners are there, you're just going to refold it in the middle. So you basically made something that resembles kind of like a boat. And you're going to take the corner on either end to start with, doesn't really matter. You're just going to sort of pull that corner down. And then you're going to take this and basically do an accordion fold. So you're going to fold it once this way, and then the other way. And you're going to keep repeating this until you get to the end of the paper, so it's just over and under until you get to the end. So that's how it looks like an accordion. Okay. Once it's all nicely creased, you can open it up. And you have your leaf shape. Now, you could just leave it as is if you wanted to, but if you wanted, you got a few little bit more details if you wanted. For example, you can, right here, using scissors, make two little lines and sort of cut out the stem. You know, if you had those wavy craft scissors, you could use them, or you could just take your scissors and sort of go into a curved line to sort of make the leaf look a little bit more real. Just sort of crimp the edges. And you could go all the way along, like you could even cut those folds you made on the back if you wanted, and just sort of crimp it all along. Repeat on the other side. Just sort of curve as you're cutting along. Just be careful not to cut yourself. Remember, this step is just to give it a little something extra. You don't have to repeat it. It's good as is, sort of once you have the lines. It already has that sort of leaf shape. This is just to add a little something just extra to it. There you have your fall leaf. And your fall pumpkins. I hope you liked today's craft. Until next time, guys, have a good one. Bye.